Hello, everybody, and welcome to this webinar where we are going to speak about our new device, which is a Wi-Fi Bluetooth gateway device. Your speaker here is Jose Guillen. I believe I've spoken to quite a few of you in the past. Otherwise, my name is Jose Guillen, Technical Service Manager for Kami Americas, being in the company for quite a few years. And so my job is, if you have any problem with any of your devices, my job is to help you out to fix the problem, to find the solution. Otherwise, we'll make it up. So that's the idea behind my job description, to say, to help everybody out with any issue that they might have. Today, we're going to be speaking about our new device, the Wi-Fi Bluetooth gateway, which is a device that comes to complement our already, very useful line of products. We're going to be looking. We're going to start really quick. We're going to be talking about the Kami Group, our company, the whole company, Kami Americas. Then we're going to show you the features, and then we will do a live demonstration where I'm going to show you all the features and any type of advantages that this new device is bringing to the table, and perhaps will help you out to sell the product even more. So we have the principle that the more you know the product, the easier for you is going to be to sell it. So without any further ado, you already know we are Kame. We have the ability to translate actions into emotions. Basically, what we're trying to do is design all of our automation around the human beings to make our life easier. And the way we're going, we want to have everything on the phone. We want to turn off light, turn on lights, look at cameras. In fact, even tell Alexa, turn off the light. Alexa, open the front door. We want to achieve all the different features with a product line, right? So to do that, we have a group of several companies, the structure of a company that are with us and make this possible. So we have Kame, which is our parent company. Then we have Kame BPT, which is our intercom product line, as well as temperature control. Just to give you an idea, with the intercom system, we have solution from single family house to multiple buildings, hundreds of apartments, multiple entrances. So we can go from anything super basic to anything extremely complicated. Camera Baco, a product line dedicated to perimeter security. In other words, this is our product line that design bollards. We have decoration bollards, and we have also high security bollards. These bollards can stop a 7.5 tons vehicle traveling at 80 kilometers per hour. And we have certifications. We stand, by our products, and this is certified by international standards that we can actually comply with this. Kame Parquet, our product line for parking systems. Then we have Kamego, which is our division that is specialized on manufacturing garage doors and sectional doors, not only for residential, but also for the industrial settings. And they recently acquired the newest member of our family, which is Kame Osak. Kame Osak came to Kame to basically expand, to duplicate, triplicate our turnstile catalogs. For all of you who know our Kame Osak Pro line, we have anything from half size turnstile, full size turnstile. We have a wing turnstile. I mean, you name it. We have a great portfolio for you to show your customers and perhaps find a solution for them. And then in regards of the Kami history, we have some key dates for you. Company was the beginning of the company 1972, 1992, the creation of Kami Group, 2004, the acquisition of Kami Orbaco, 2011, acquisition of Kami BPT, 2014, acquisition of Kami Parker to strengthen our parking product lines, 2015, Kami Go, the garage doors, and Kami Osak on 2019. Our global network, our headquarters located is in Treviso, Italy. We have about 1,700 employees around the world, 7 factories in different countries: Italy, United Kingdom, France, Spain, and Turkey. Then we have about 21 offices around the world, present with partners, either partners or distributors, in 118 countries. With this being said, we can provide solution for anything from residential, business, as well as urban. With our catalog and product line, we can actually reach to any of these sector, if you will. Now, Cam Americas, we are in Miami, Florida, located about 35 minutes north of Miami Airport. That's without traffic, of course. From here, we can help you out with any needs in regards of sales, marketing, support. And we help anything from Canada, well, North America, just to start. It'll be easier starting that way. Anything from North America, Central America, with the exception of Mexico, which has its own business unit. Then we go to South America, where we have a business unit in Brazil, which is completely independent, and then the Caribbean. So if you're located in any of these areas, with the exception of Mexico and Brazil, we are your place to go for any automation needs. Then let's go straight to the subject. Let's take a look at this new device. Very nice looking, very useful, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it. First, let me start with this. The product is compatible with Alexa. However, um, it's not available for this market yet. It's only available in Europe. We are working with permits, and our marketing team is dealing with the Amazon people to get these Alexa skills enabled here in this side of the world. But yes, we do. We actually are compatible with Alexa. How the system works? We're gonna need basically our key device, which is the one that is shown over here. Then we will connect via Wi-Fi to your home router. Once we grant internet access to the key device, then the device can go to our Kami Cloud or Kami Connect cloud service, and from there you should be able to open, close your door, and do different little things with your device. Now, if no Wi-Fi connection is available, we have the Bluetooth option. Yes, this device can work either with Bluetooth or, I mean, either with Wi-Fi or with Bluetooth. Okay, so in case that you don't have there's no way that you can get signal in the area for Bluetooth, then you can use this device as a Bluetooth receiver, and it can manage up to 5 users. But let's just get into more details later on. The gateway Wi-Fi is a device that allows you to connect the automation to your home router, like I just mentioned. Once you connect to your home router, you can actually enjoy all the features of having Kami Connect on your device. As mentioned before, it's compatible with Alexa. Is coming to our market. It's coming soon. We're putting pressure on it, because I know that there's a lot of people out there that want to have the Alexa open the door, Alexa close the door. And then, like I mentioned before, if a Wi-Fi network is not available, this device also has a option to connect via Bluetooth. It's just a matter of downloading the Automation BT app, and you will be able to control your gate through this application. The connection. Right now, we have a new gate operator. Is the BKB. It's the newest one of our newest operator, and it has a key slot. A key slot is basically, it literally looks like a key, and it's a new slot that is coming with it. It is available for this type of operator now. If you have the old style control board, for example, a control for a VXB, VX, BK, Axi, FTX, or perhaps the AXO, or any of these other operator. In other words, the ZLJ24. As long as you have an RSE connector, you will be able to use this device. Not like the old style, like the Ethernet style gateway that not only you have to have the RSE, but also you can control non-Kami devices through direct contact. In this case, no. This is only for CRP enables uh, devices. Like you have to have the RSE input in order to be able to use this device. And like it's showing over here, for example, right now you just basically connect your key directly to the control board. Otherwise, we have an adapter cable right here. We're going to show you guys briefly how this device look like. Working modes, like I mentioned before, we can work on Wi-Fi mode, which is basically connected to your home router, and then you have access to the cloud. You can control your cell phone through. I mean, you can control your gate through your cell phone. Um, from whatever you are. As long as you have data on your cell phone, you will be able to open and close your gate. And then the Bluetooth mode, you have to be local. Okay, it has to be local. You have to be within range of the Bluetooth device in order for you to be able to operate this gate. Like it says over here, if you want to choose your Bluetooth option, basically just download the Automation BT, and then you can locally operate your motor. How do we connect through the how can we make to connect? How can we connect to this device? Okay, we can do two ways. We need actually the setup app to set the system up, and then you could use the Kame Automation app for you to operate this motor. And then once you do the setup through this, you can actually should be able to control the device through Alexa. And as I mentioned before, it's not available in this market yet. It's only available in certain European markets. However, if you wish to order a few of these, I encourage you to order a few of these. And then sorry, the phone is ringing. You can actually try. I know it's available on the UK market, so you can open an account on Amazon UK and then transfer the Alexa skills, and you will be able to use the features. Now, to set up the device is basically we open the setup app, right? And then you basically fill out basic information. We're gonna show you shortly. You fill out the information, and also there's an option to add the QR, either to add the gateway via QR or via key code. So it will be easier for you to add the QR. And then after you do that, basically you'll complete a couple more steps and you will be able to be online. I'll show you briefly. I'll guarantee it's gonna be really easy to do so. And then the Bluetooth mode, if you have the device working on Wi-Fi mode, basically what you have to do, you can grab a clip or a really small screwdriver and you press that button right here. There's a button on the little hole right there. There's a button. You're going to keep on pressing for 3 seconds and the device will change from Wi-Fi to Bluetooth. Or if you change your mind and you want to go back to Wi-Fi, not a problem. You press this button again for 3 seconds and you will be able to go back to Wi-Fi mode. So you can work either or. So far, we cannot do them both at the same time. Now, I'm giving you a few more features. And we have, as I mentioned before, if you press a button for 3 seconds, you will be able to switch between interfaces, whether it's Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Now, if you press for 10 seconds, you will be able to reset the Wi-Fi parameters. If you, let's say, for example, if you did the configuration in your company and then you got the operator and the system ready for the customer, then you go to the customer side. The device is going to have your company Wi-Fi settings. You basically press this button for 10 seconds. You wipe off the setting for the local Wi-Fi, for your company Wi-Fi, and then you get into the device and then set it up for your customer Wi-Fi. Button press for 20 seconds basically is restore factory settings, and also we have the option for the WPS. In other words, we can connect to your local Wi-Fi. It's basically by pressing 3 times the button within a range of 5 seconds. You put your device on discovery mode, you place your modem on discovery mode, and then we'll be able to sync both of them automatically. Another thing that we have to mention about this device is we have some error or some indications, some light LEDs indications, basically signaling. It will tell us red LED indicates that the gateway is connected to the automation and works. The green LED means that it's connected in Wi-Fi mode, or blue LED means that it's on Bluetooth mode. Just those 3 lights that we have. Those are the lights that we can indicate lights that we have from this device. And then without any further ado, let's start doing the live demonstration on this device. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. Please bear with me. There are gonna be some changes over here. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna start sharing the screen on my cell phone. Just please bear with me 1 second. We're going to do this. And yes, we are sharing the screen. Perfect. And then we're going to, let's see over here what we have. Over here we have the Kame Setup app, and we have the Automation BT. You see it right there. We're going to be using for this setup. We will be using the Kame Setup. We tap on the screen, and then we have 2 options. We have the Kame Key connection for those of you who have the Kame Key. Hopefully you like the application. It's lovely. I love it. I love the tool. It's amazing. It helps us out a lot. But then guess what? With the Kame Connect connection, we're gonna get pretty close to the Kame Key. In fact, you can get pretty close to that type of application. However, it's done remotely through the internet. So now, say for example, you're gonna start your customer installation. That's what you do. You basically come to your, again, let me close really quick. Let's go to Kame Setup. Hold on, I went too fast. Okay, Kame Setup. We get to this screen. You tap on Kame Connect, on the Kame Connect connection, and then you have 3 options. You have support request, customers, on site management. In this case, you're gonna do site management because it's your first You're going to set up a site for the first time. There's already a customer present, but we're going to do a new one. We're going to do a new site in this case. So we have, we're going to give it a name. I'm going to call it webinar. You give it your customer name, Mr. I don't know, John Smith or whatever name you want to provide to. And the description, main house, for example, because you can have different locations, right? So let's call it main house and let's accept it. And then you add it. And then we're going to create a new site, and our preparation has been successfully created. So we have the webinar site over here. Boom, we click on that. What happened? Now we need to add the gateway to this site. How do we do that? We have a button right there that says add gateway. And guess what? We have two options, either add with QR or manually add. For me, I'm lazy, I want to do QR. Can you see this? Can you notice the blue screen, the blue square in the middle? Well, guess what? We're going to our device, which is right here. I'm going to show it to you really quick. This is our device. It's blinking in red, which means that it's ready to be paired. And then we're going to scan this QR that is right here. Boom. We just scan the QR. Perfect. Now we have that information. We don't have to type those 12, 13, 14 numbers. Can remember which one is it, how many are, and then we can call it main gateway. Gateway. And then we call it main. I don't know, whatever name you want to provide to that, please be my guest. We add it. We're adding the device. Now, it tells you right here, before proceeding, make sure the device is in access point mode, which is red LED with slow flashing. We saw that. We have that option already set up. Now, you click in done, and then when you're done, right there, I'm gonna have to switch to an USB camera. So please bear with me. What happened is that my cell phone currently is connected to the company Wi-Fi, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read over here. It's access to phone settings. I'm gonna have to switch from my company Wi-Fi to the device itself Wi-Fi, because it has an internal Wi-Fi and you're gonna connect to that internal Wi-Fi to be able to change the settings. So we're gonna access the phone settings, open the Wi-Fi settings in your cell phone, and then you're gonna look for Kame _GW Wi-Fi, and then you're gonna see 4 numbers. In our case, it's gonna be 00. Let me double check over here. 0078, and then you can return to the app. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna switch, and then I'm gonna change from my sharing my screen on my cell phone. I'm gonna change to the USB camera. So let's do this together. Bear with me. Okay, dog. Oh yeah, because I have to. Okay, I needed to change. Let me go back to my settings. I didn't do it properly. Go back to the settings. Right here, settings. Let's look it up. Right there, we have the Kame _ GW Wi-Fi 0078. I click on that, and you have to enter a password. The password normally will be from 0 to 7. So that's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then you click on join, and you should be able to join that. Now my cell phone is going to go offline because I'm switching from my regular Wi-Fi to that device itself Wi-Fi, so I can talk to the device itself. Okay, stop. Of course, I stop broadcasting the screen, and then I'm going to the USB camera. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen really quick. Bear with me. Cancel, and then okay. Bear with me, please. Okay, perfect. It released me. Now let's go. Let's change to the okay. And okay, now I'm the host, so I can make it. Perfect. Okay, apologize about that. Little technical details, but then all right. Let's go and see over here again. I'm switching. I'm using the gateway device Wi-Fi. That's why I have to disconnect from my cell phone and use a little USB camera that we have over here, so I can show you the parameters. So let's take a look at this right now. So device has been, I added my my gateway. However, my gateway device is not connected to the internet. So let's do this. I go back. So operation running, please wait. It's gonna talk to the device. Bear with me, please. Because I was sharing my screen in Zoom and I'm doing all these little things, it just got a little bit messy. But let's go back to the Kami setup application again. Okay, let's go here, connected to the Wi-Fi. Oh no, I have to, no, I have to, because I logged off from my application, from my app. I'm gonna connect to my Wi-Fi. Okay. I'm going to the Kami setup app. I'll do it all over again. My apologies. We're gonna log in. I logged in. Kami Connect connection, site management, site that I created. We're gonna connect to the device. Now here, we need to connect to this device. On, and then we're going to change Wi-Fi setting from. We're gonna change to the Wi-Fi that the device creates. Now we can talk directly to the device and make the proper changes. Go back here, we say done, and now we're talking to the device itself. Now, once you connect to the device Wi-Fi, look, we have these options over here. We have information, network configuration, firmware update for the device itself, maintenance, and events log. In this case, we want to provide internet access to the gateway itself. So what we do, network configuration. Once you click on that one, the device is going to do a survey, right? It's going to look for all the Wi-Fi connections available. So in this case, this is our testing over here, our testing account. I'm going to enter the information. Give me just a second. Just a second, please. Bear with me. And then we're going to enter the information. 6376. We confirm the information. Okay, we're connected. It's saying rebooting device because the device was able to connect to our Wi-Fi. And then let's wait for a second. I promise it is easier. However, I'm sharing the screen and I'm losing connection, but I swear to you, it's really easy, this. All right, it's connecting, operation rolling, please wait. And then we'll see a message saying that the device is online. Checking for online device, please wait. And device is online and correctly configured. So what do we have? We have the gateway is online. Now, since we have the gateway connected to the internet, we have to add the automation. What do we need to do? Let's go back here and we have information configuration and automation, sharing device. Remember, you can share, it's just like the Kami Connect product. You can share this device with other users. Edit device and delete device. In this case, we're gonna add an automation. You can add it with a QR or manually add. In this case, we're gonna do manual because we just have to choose the right get operator. So right here, we have model. It shows you model, right? And then we have a drop-down menu right here. We click on that, and we're gonna look at the options. Let me move the camera right here. We have different options. So all these devices can be used with this new gateway device. Look at all this list. We have Furry, Fast, Chrono, FrogJ, Mito, SuperFrog, Axis, Axo, you name it. But in this case, we are using a BXB operator. So we have a BXB-ZN7 control board. Click on done, right? CRP address is one because this board is only able to manage one device. Name, we want to call it, I don't know, demo. Any name you wish to provide. Description, demo unit. Let's call it demo unit. With the T, missing T at the end. We accept that, and then we add it. And then the device is going to start adding the automation. Please wait a couple of seconds. Look right there, is adding the automation. And 3, 2, 1, boom, the device is online. Right now we have added not only the gateway, but also we have added the automation itself. For those of you who has installed Kami Connect in the past, remember we have the gateway and then we have the slave module. We don't have to add the slave module. We just basically we just go directly to add the device itself, right? So we have here, and let's see what we have. So tap on the demo itself, and right now we can see that we have several options over here. So we have quick setup, configuration, remote keyboard and transponder. We have safety input state, commands, error list, and last but not least, cloud operation state. So let's see what's going on here. Let's say that you have added the device. Let's take a look. Let's take a quick look at the quick setup, automation quick setup. You click on that. And basically, this is telling you the only skilled people who should be able to manage this to avoid any problems and so forth. So you click in yes, and then the system is going to read the device configuration. So basically what we have over here, we have the basic setup for the first time for an operator. Basically, you're going to tell which direction to open, whether it's left or right. And then you tell 400 kilos, in this case, a 400 kilo operator. So we're going to do next. Then after that, we're going to see that you can actually enable or disable any of the safety devices, total stop. Remember input 1 and 2. Input 2 and CX, which is for the photo cell. Guess what? We have a drop-down menu that will allow us to pick and choose which option we want to use. Normally, we use C1, reopening during closing, but in this case, if I don't have any device installed, I pick to deactivate. Same with CY. CY, you have any other options over here. However, I don't have anything connected to my operator, and then I'll do none and none, deactivate all of them. We click on next, and the configuration has been done. Perfect. And then guess what? We can run a calibration travel from here. If we do this, we can calibrate the operator. I'm not going to do it right now. Well, let's do it, might as well. Let's calibrate. And you're going to hear the operator moving. I don't know if you can hear that. It's moving. And then to the other side. And calibration has been completed. Then it's going to ask me, would you like to add, do you want to configure remote controls, keypad or transponder? Guess what? Let's say yes to it. And we will be adding, and telling me the user list has not been synchronized. Do you want to sync? Let's say yes. But we can also do this over here. I already set up some buttons, but let's just get rid of those and let's do everything from scratch. And yes, perfect. We're going to be adding a 4 buttons remote control. To do that, we need to have, the remote control has to have a QR. Otherwise, we won't be able to do it. And we need to have a QR in order for us to do this. Well, let's add the remote control. Let's press on the add button, and then local acquisition, add with QR, or manually add. So let's do, since we're not in the distance, let's do that way, add with QR. You get to this screen, and then let me move it forward a little bit more so you can see this option over here. It's right here. You can see the QR. You will tap on that. Tap on that, and again, we got the camera enabled with a little blue square in the middle. We look for the QR, and right there it was captured. So see what we have. We have the 4 options. If we have a remote control with 4 buttons, we have 4 options. Let's say that we have a very particular customer who wants to, full open the gate on the first button and total open. Fine. And we call it total open. Full open, let's call it. Full open. And then she wants to have another button for partial or pedestrian opening because she wants to take the trash at the end of the day and she doesn't want the trying to please Mr. Customer, to whom we added the remote control with 4 buttons, and we chose button number 1, full open, button number 2, pedestrian opening, and then perhaps she wants to have we have the option for let's do maybe she wants to have a sequential option, the sequential option, which is open, stop, close, stop. So there's a stop in between, and she wants to do this. She wants to do favorite. I don't know, however she wants to call it, or he wants to call it favorite. Perfect. We accept that, and then we confirm. So we have program the four buttons. We go back, and then right here we just say send this information. Are you sure you want to send the acquired code? So we say yes. So we have to click on the little cloud with the arrow right there. We say yes, and then right there we have configured all the buttons on the remote control. If you wish to do that to any other remote control, be my guest. Well, that's it. In this case, we have added a remote control. Let's test it out. I don't know if you can hear the noise in the background, but the operator is moving. You can hear that noise. The operator is moving, and we're using the remote control that we just set up. So we have added a remote control. Tell you what, an application for this. Let's say, for example, that you are a person who has several apartment complex or residential units per se, and then the administration called you and they want to add 20 more remote controls to their system. Guess what? You can use this application to add the 20 remote controls, give it to the administration office, and they can do anything they want to do after that. So you don't have to be on site to program the remote control. This is something that you can do remotely. That's the beauty of this. And then you show up to your customer site telling them, listen, I have 20 of these remote controls. Please write the check, and everybody's happy. Now, configuration. Let's look at that option right here. What can we do with configuration, with the configuration menu? We have the runtime settings. We have this. We can set up the travel speed, the slowdown points, our famous the slowdown speeds, travel sensitivity. We can do our slowdown point, which is F37 and F38. Most of you know that. We can take the opening direction, which is left or right. Let me just 1 second. Let me just swap this view so I can see better. Great. What else can we do over here? Safeties. We can enable or disable safety at any given time. I'm going to give an example. The customer calls you and tells you, hey, listen, Jose, my operator is open, but it's not closing. And I'm thinking, well, you know, based on the experience that we have, more likely your photo cell is defective. Tell you what, Mr. Customer, let me take a look at your safety devices. So I went back to one screen and I went to safety input state. You click on that, and then we're going to have all right here. You can see the status of your safety devices, because I have it enabled and disabled. It's not showing any status. But let's say, for example, let me just enable. I'm just going to enable CX, and I'm going to make it a CX, and I'm going to make it a C1, right? So we set it. Reading settings. You have to remember it's cloud-based, going to have to connect to the operator, change the setting, and then Mr. Customer called you and told you, hey, Jose, listen, my gate's no closing. It's open, but it's not closing. I'm not gonna ask Mr. Customer or the lady on the house, hey, would you mind grabbing a Phillips screwdriver and go there and screw the 2 bolts of the screws and take a look at this? No, I just go on the app, go to safety input state, and voila, off the call detected. Can you see it right here on CX? And what happened if you close, Mr. Lady, you know, how about you move the photo cell a little bit? And then she started moving the photo cell a little bit, and perhaps she was able to change the direction, try to see if we can fix it. Otherwise, no worries, my lady, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's do something. Let's do this. Actually, you know what? Let's do this again. Try to move it just a little to the left, a little to the right, just in case that you want to help the customer to align the photo cell, or just take to align the photo cell. And we can do this. We can do an update. Are you done aligning? Yes. So say aligning. Oh, great. Look at that. We have a green button. So it was misaligned. Awesome. Great. But in this case, let's say, for example, the customer is not willing to help you out, and we're still having the error obstacle detected. So what we can do is, you know what, my lady, I won't be able to be there within the next 3 to 4 hours. Are you going anywhere? Are you staying home? Yes, I'm staying home. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do this. I'm going to go to the configuration. I'm going to configuration, and I'm going to safeties, and I'm going, guess what? I'm going to disable your photo cell, you know, to allow the gate to work. And then I'll be stopping by your place, and I will bring a new photo cell, change it for you, and everybody's happy. How's that sound? Oh, it's gonna sound great. So guess what? We go to no configuration. I click on the run button. We go back to commands. Because the gate was open, you can actually do, you know what, let's just close the gate. So in that way you're safe inside your house. Nobody will coming into your place. We click and close, and you can hear over there the door closing. We close the door, customer is happy. What else can we do with this? I showed you the safety inputs. I showed you the commands. If we have a really strange issue, what we can do is basically we can do a hardware reset or factory reset. Remember our famous A4? We can do that from here. We can do the factory reset, wipe off all the settings, and after we're done wiping off all the settings, we can actually go back to calibration travel. We can do calibration travel and do all the configuration again and try to set up the issue by just basically wiping off all the settings. What else can we look around here? We went through the quick setup. We look at configuration. We added remote controls, and remember, everything is done remotely. You can do this from the coffiness of your house, your couch, sipping a drink while fixing everybody else's problem. What else can we do over here? Error list. In fact, if he calls you, tell you, hey, listen, I have a problem over here. And what's the problem? I have no idea. Normally that happens. So you can actually go back to your application, error list, click on that, and then you can see what time expired, maximum number of detected obstructions. Most likely she might have something in the middle. So you can actually have two options. You either go on site and try to find out what is blocking the access, or perhaps ask the person, hey, would you mind stepping outside and checking if something is on the way? So in that way you can actually kind of help out the customer. You might have another error showing up over here that will tell you perhaps bring a photo cell. Remember the last case that we did? So the photo cell wasn't working, so you can grab a photo cell, disable the photo cell in the meantime, and then you can go back to the customer with a photo cell in hand, and you go up with the solution directly, not try to guess what the heck was wrong with the operator, right? What else we have over here? And I believe those are some of the applications that I wanted to show you from this. Now, remember, this is only in Wi-Fi mode. Now we can actually go on Bluetooth mode, and let's go really quick to the Bluetooth mode. In order for us to go to Bluetooth mode. Oh yeah, exactly. Thank you, Danny. One thing that I forgot to mention to you guys is that we can actually transfer. I did this setup on with a technician profile. For all of you who don't have a technician profile, I encourage you to go on camiconnect.net and then register yourself as a technician. And then you will be able to register as a technician, and you will be able to perform all these functions. Let's go here. So let's say, for example, we go back to the main page because I'm done over here. I want to transfer this installation to my customer, so I don't have to do this all over again. You click on the three buttons right here, and you have transfer, edit, or delete. You can actually do transfer, and then you ask your customer to provide you with an email. You confirm the email, provide name and last name, and then you'll do confirm, send it, and the customer will be getting an email with basically saying, hey, Jose, I have transferred you an installation, please accept. He will click on that. He will be prompted to our CamicConnect website, where he's encouraged to open an account or register himself. After he's done registering, when he logs in for the first time, all this installation is going to be there for him waiting. He doesn't have to configure at anything. Everything will be done for him. The other nice thing about this is that the transfer, we can do the transfer. Okay, you will be able to be in the to be authorized in the custom installation for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, anytime that something else happens, the customer will have to grant you access. Let's say, for example, the customer calls you and tell you, hey, I'm having an issue with my operator. You tell you, that's fine, Mr. Operator, go back, Mr. Owner, go back to the website, to the CamicConnect website, log into the site, and do me a favor, open a ticket, a service request. There's an option to open a service request right here. You can see on top of this. You open a service request. You, the technician in charge of that installation, will be getting an email. And then once the customer sends you the authorization to access the portal, he needs to grant you whether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, whatever time is he wants to give you, and then you're gonna be able to log in into his system within the time range that he provides you with. All right, that's in regards of the transfer installation. What else? Transfer installation, the time that the customer has to provide you with. All the features that we can do with this device is very, very nice, because everything is done through the cloud. No, on a like the Kamiki you can do. However, it's local. You can do this remotely as long as you have this Kamiki Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi gateway. You will be able to perform all these tests. Now, remember, we have a second option for this device over here. We can do it. We can actually do this device on a Bluetooth mode. Guess what? Let's change over here. I'm gonna change to I'm gonna change to gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show you guys how it's done with Bluetooth. In this case, we won't be disconnected because it's not using data. It's only gonna be seeing the second. It's gonna be seeing the Bluetooth device. Just a second. Logging in on the. I'm logging into this. Okay, perfect. I'm muting myself. Thank you very much. Share content. I'm gonna share the screen. Start broadcasting in 210. Now I'm broadcasting anything that is on my screen. Perfect. Now we are going back to the device. And remember, I mentioned to you, can we do this? Let me see if we can do this. Oh, because I'm sharing my screen. Oh, let me see over here. Camera. All right, so over here. Can you see the camera? Yes, you can see the camera. Guess what? So right here we have the gateway itself. We have the device itself. We have the little sticker that I mentioned to you, but we have the green light right now because we have a Wi-Fi mode, and we want to go back to Bluetooth mode. And this sticker right here, please be careful with the sticker because you have the key code, you have the Wi-Fi SSID along with the password, Wi-Fi password. Then you have something called the Bluetooth pin, which is the pin that you're going to be using to connect to the Bluetooth app. Now let's do something really quick over here. Let me set up the camera somewhere around here. And then I'm gonna place this, I'm gonna change this device to Bluetooth mode. Remember I mentioned to you that we have a, just a second, what happened? Okay, again, we have technical difficulties, my apologies. Where is the app? Right here. All right, let's do this. Let's bring this, let's change to this device from Bluetooth mode, from Wi-Fi mode to Bluetooth. So as I mentioned before, we're going to do 3 seconds. Let's click on that. 1, 2, and 3. Voila. Just by doing that, the device is going to be on Bluetooth mode now. Let's wait for the device to change to Bluetooth mode. Right there, we have the blue light, right? You see the blue light right there. Great, lovely. What are we going to do? We're going to accessory search. Tap on that. And it's going to be looking at devices right there. We have the CAME underscore 0078. That's the device that we're looking for. Guess what? We tap on it. And then we have right there the device. We're going to add the accessory. How do we add the accessory? Well, just give it a name. Name, I don't know, webinar. And then I know the pin code. You know the pin code because you have the code right here. So the Bluetooth pin will be 864546. We okay it. And connecting and coming phone, save. And voila, operation complete. And then you have your Bluetooth device. And right there, you can hear the gate operator moving. So we have triggered an opening command. And we can trigger a closing command. And with this, my friends, I am telling you that we have done the configuration. Stop the broadcasting the screen. And then I'm gonna switch cameras. And then this brings us to the session of Q&A. So if you have any question, please be my guest, and we are open to questions right now. All right, we have one question. Actually, two. It's moving good, good. Hey, thank you, Diane. How you doing? Our friend Diane Liafat from Suriname, DML Trading. Thank you. Glad you like it. Hopefully, this will bring more business and more opportunities. I know you are a very full user of our Coming Connect product. So here you have it. So it's the key for us as installers. It's actually for both, Diane. It's actually for both. I was just showing the feature for just a second. Okay, I was showing the feature for I set it up as a technician, but you can set it up as an user. All right, you can actually, if you have a user account, you download the Camera Setup app, you log in with your credentials, and basically all the steps that I did, you can do it with a profile of an user. Now, the difference between the user profile and the technician profile is I was able to, I don't know if you remember that during the transmission, I was able to do a transfer. In this case, because I'm a technician, I'm going to transfer to you. You being my customer, I'm going to transfer you the installation. Now, if you are the end user, you use your end user credentials and you do your installation. Of course, from your profile, so you don't have to transfer to anybody. And also, other option is that you don't have the quick setup option. You don't have that option as well. You have the commands, you have the safety inputs and this, that. However, the quick setup, error logs, and error log we set up, and can't remember what else. Transfer installation, you don't have that option for that. Francisco Ortiz is saying, cheers from remote access. Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you like this installation. Cheers to you guys. Anybody else? Any more questions? Any more questions that you might have? Yes, we have a question somewhere around here. Andrew Mafia, hey Andrew, how you doing? Nice talking to you. Yes, Andrew, this device will stay with the customer. This belongs to the customer. Now, we have the Kame Key device, which is a device only for technicians. That is yours. That device is yours. Now, this device over here will stay with the gate operator, will stay with the customer. That belongs to the customer. And I'll tell you what, I mean, I think it's a fairly, the price is fairly good. It's not that expensive. Perhaps if you want to offer a bit more in your package, you might be able to offer this device to the customer. And remember, if the customer doesn't have a Wi-Fi connection outside strong enough, you can always switch to Wi-Fi to Bluetooth, and you can manage up to 5 devices. You can connect 5 devices to the gateway. So 5 cell phones, or 5 cell phones in that house will be this is space for 5 cell phones in the house to open the door with a device. I think we don't have any other question. I guess in this case, well, I just gotta say thank you for taking time for your busy schedule, your busy day, and hopefully we'll see you guys around and purchasing this product and using more of our product, and perhaps some of these accessories that we bring into you will bring you more business, because we have a phrase here that how are you going to sell what you don't know. So the idea of this webinar and all these sessions that we're going to be doing is to teach you more about our product, how to use it, the advantages, and that added value that we're trying to bring to the market, because we know the competition is tough out there. However, if you have operator X and we have Kame, you cannot tell your customer, listen, I'm bringing you Kame and I have this and this and this and this added values to you. So more likely your customer won't mind paying maybe more or perhaps less, of course. And with our operator and plus the values that we bring into him. So anyways, thank you again. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking time off your busy schedule. And we will see you again next week, where we're going to be having other webinars. We will be sending shortly the schedule. So in that way you can prepare it yourself, save the time, save the date, and so forth, and you'll be able to join us for this series of webinars. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.